and welcome to another look at the Sage 200 web forms. In this video, we'll be looking at the great new features that have been added as part of the latest evolution of this area of the program. Before we start though, let's have a quick refresh at how we access the forms. This can be done one of two ways. You can either access them via the application by navigating to the Tools menu and then selecting Show Web Portal in Browser, or you can browse directly to the URL shown on the screen now. Let's get logged in and take a look. To show you the new features, let's see how purchasing a stock item affects the various ledgers within the program. Let's start by finding the item on our stock list. Once we've found it, we can see the options available to us on the screen. These options are also available on the sidebar if you prefer. Let's use one of our new features to see how the stock item has performed recently. If we open the monthly trading figures screen, we can see all of the sales and purchases that have been completed within a particular period. This screen opens on the Sales Analysis tab, and we can see that we've sold 10 this month for a total value of £30. We can also see the average selling price, the cost of sales, and the gross profit, both as an actual figure and as a percentage. If you flip over to the Purchase Analysis tab, then we can see that we purchased 10 nails this month for a total value of £20. Clicking on the link in the Quantity Bought or Sold column will take you to our second new web screen, the Stock Item History screen. As with all of our web screens, this is also accessible from the sidebar. On this screen, we can see the movement of the stock item. We can see the dates the item moved in and out of our warehouse, as well as the supplier or customer account linked to the transaction. We can see the purchase or sales order number in the reference column, and any invoice numbers that have been recorded in the second reference column. The history screen shows a number of different transaction types, such as allocation transactions, which show when the goods were allocated to a particular customer. If you aren't interested in this information and only want to see when the goods were received or dispatched, then we can tick the Exclude Adjustments tick box to focus on the information that matters to you. If we stay on this screen for a second, we can see the account reference for both the supplier and the customer. Using this information, let's take a look at the purchase ledger transactions, which relate to the movement we can see on the stock history screen. If we navigate to the supplier transaction inquiry screen, we can see our invoice, which has been posted to nominal code 5000. We can also see that this has been paid. Let's have a look at how this affects the nominal ledger using our third new screen, the nominal transaction inquiry. Using the sidebar menu, we can navigate to the nominal transaction inquiry screen. Here we can see our purchase invoice and any other nominal codes which have been affected by this transaction. For example, the VAT nominal code. In addition to this, you can see further detail on the VAT element tab, such as the VAT rate used for this transaction. We can also see if the transaction was posted on the cash book ledger and any other trader transactions it was linked to. We saw on the supplier transaction inquiry screen that we had paid the invoice for the nails. We can see by looking in the allocation session that this invoice was paid by transaction number 1613. Let's see how that's affected the cash book by using the fourth and final new screen for this video, the bank account transaction inquiry screen. Accessible via the sidebar menu, the bank account transaction inquiry screen shows you every transaction that's been posted into your bank accounts. If we highlight the transaction, we can see the important information regarding it, such as the nominal codes that have been affected, any applicable VAT, and the linked trader transactions. Thanks for letting me show you our great new features today. And remember, this is just the latest update in this exciting new development for Sage 200. We're constantly looking at new ways to introduce key functionality which is accessible for you on the go, making it easier than ever before to have your important information on hand when needed. To do this, we need your help. If you'd like something added or can think of an area that could be improved, then let us know.